Chris and Ashley, this one married couple, was praying so hard about God's plan for starting a family. And they learned God's plan was adoption for them. So he led them to an adoption agency, and soon they were told, hey, learn your lullaby songs. Wasn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
So Grace's birth mom had handpicked Chris and Ashley. And they said, you know what? This is the couple that's going to raise my daughter as her mom and dad. So she was a young girl, and she planned that she was going to have the path of life for her daughter. It was very important. A few years later, Chris and Ashley, they continued God's plan on adoption for another girl, that's Cedar. And so they parented both girls with a lot of love. And they prayed at the very beginning that the men that they would marry be godly men. So the girls grew up in a blink of an eye in a house full of love that both Chris and Ashley provided. Grace went off to college, and that's where she met the man that her mom and dad prayed for so long.
Oh, this is so sweet.
Immediately, he Googled them. He's like, what is this guy? Who is he? And so he learned real quickly that he was a godly man and that he was raised by a godly family. So this young college man asked Chris for Grace's hand in marriage. Chris, he planned this for a long time, and so he had every question prepared and ready to go. And this young man checked off all the boxes. Even his family checked off the boxes, which was so good. The wedding was perfectly planned out. Ashley worked so hard on helping her daughter plan the entire day with the catering, the decorations, the photos. Everything was perfect. Grace and her fiance chose Young Harris, Georgia. Beautiful in the mountains of North Georgia. The weather was beautiful. It was a big day, all outside. The mountains were the background. The ceremony was performed even by Ashley's Uncle Todd. And Ashley was the flower girl in his wedding. He performed Chris and Ashley's wedding, and now he's the minister of her daughter's wedding.
Oh, my goodness.
I know, so beautiful. Grace and her husband founded their marriage at the ceremony on Matthew 19:4-6, where it says that at the beginning, the Creator made them male and female and said, for this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh, so that they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, God has joined together. Let no man separate it. And there was a point during this ceremony that both sets of parents came up and went around the couple during the ceremony and prayed for them as a song was being played. It was so beautiful. And during the reception at the dinner, Chris, the dad, he had a speech and honored Grace's birth mom in the speech. He told the story of being handpicked by her to be Grace's parents. And he called her by name and then pointed at the table that he and his wife are sitting at because Grace's birth mother was sitting right there. Amazing. Such a beautiful moment. I don't think that there is a dry eye in the place. And I have to tell you, I love this family because now they are my son Spencer's in-laws. Isn't that something? And that little girl, his mom and dad, we prayed for Grace to be the daughter-in-law. So congratulations, Spencer and Grace. May Jesus always be the center of your lives and your future family.